Now we review The Legend of Halloween Jack, a 2018 film. Stop! Now we review the 2018 film The Legend of Halloween Jack. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, in The Legend of Halloween Jack, we have a Freddy Krueger scenario. Okay? We have a man who was arrested for a crime, and there were technical issues with his arrest. All of the evidence was deemed inadmissible, and he had to be released. Then there was some vigilante justice going on, and he winds up in the ground wearing a scarecrow outfit. A year later, well, we have yourself a slasher movie on your hands. Okay, well, this is an English film, and I think it's a made-for-TV movie. I'm not dead sure. I picked up a copy a couple years ago and finally watched it because it's spooky season, and spooky season is time to watch Halloween Jack movies. There's a sequel. I have not been able to get a copy. And I mean, this film varies quite a lot in terms of its acting level. It's kind of a muted film. You've got your main characters, which tend to be better. You've got your secondary characters, which tend to suck a little bit more. There is no sexy in this film. I mean, the main character, I think he's like the police chief, and he's got his daughter, and he's out there. There is supernaturality afoot. But as far as substance goes, this film is a wash. It's not very well acted. There's like a couple scenes where they're trying to be funny. Like there's this dude who tells this story about how he stuck a condom in his friend's rear end as a prank. And, you know, like the other guy goes, so the only one that did anything gay in that was you. You stuck a condom in your friend's rear end. That's gay. How's that gay? It's gay. You're playing with your friend's butt. It's definitely pretty gay to me. But anyway, so I mean, I agree with that part. Halloween Jack looks pretty cool, to be completely honest with you. The few scenes we get with him, they are sparing, but they are pretty awesome scenes. And, I mean, he is a force to be reckoned with. He's very much a Jason Voorhees indestructible version in this film. You know, I mean, he can take punishment and keep coming at you. And there is some Michael Myers-esque druid magic going on as well. Now, where this film is probably at its worst is its special effects. Gunshots are they just don't sound right. A lot of the blood is CGI. The cat. Yes, sweetheart. I love you too. But, you know, it's just as a film in general, you know, the special effects, like the gunshots are muted. They don't have the impact they should have. You know, like you have a weapon that should really mess up a body, putting a very tiny hole in them. And whoever got this film together just didn't know much about guns or didn't have the budget to express proper gunshots. That's a big problem with a film like this. It's realism. I mean, look, we have splatter films, which, I mean, they ramp up the gore utterly. This one mutes the gore, and a lot of people who watch these movies watch it for gore reasons. I mean, if this film had been fully produced, if it had the budget and the resources to make it a proper slasher film, I think it would actually be a pretty solid movie. But for that reason, it's not. There are some really creepy, I mean, the elements are all there. They just don't go all the way. And I mean, there was one point where they referenced Sacramento. And I have to ask, is that Sacramento, California, or is there a Sacramento in England? But in any case, look, Halloween Jack, pretty much it's the look of the villain that makes this a worthwhile movie. Beyond that, it's your standard low-budget modern slasher with very little substance, a solid storyline that, I mean, you look at this and think, gee, I wish they could remake this as a major Hollywood film, because I think Halloween Jack makes a pretty cool villain. But, you know, I still can't put this anywhere but the middle of your watch list. Middle to lower middle. I mean, it's just, if you never see Halloween Jack in your lifetime, you're not missing much. If you're a slasher fan, it's an alright movie. But it's just not a movie that should draw you in or that you should look for. Anyway, so that's just my opinion. I'd love to hear yours down in the comments below. I, of course, am Richard.
Greetings, humanity. I'm Randall the Rat, and I'm here to remind you that, well, you should probably comment, like, and subscribe now. And why? Well, the world isn't all that great, and Random Street Theater here is trying to change it. We do things like have trash removed from the ocean, pay for trees to be planted, and even feed orphans. And you can help. You can comment, like, and subscribe, and it's free. When you think about it, if you don't do those things, well, what are you saying? Are you saying you don't care about the ocean and trees and even orphans? Well, sounds like you're a bad human. And you have a delicious face.